So we'll start our class off with a few moments to get grounded. You can choose whatever position you'd like. You could lay down on your back or on your side. You could choose a seated position or maybe a child's pose. Something that allows you to feel supported and connected with the ground. And something that allows you to feel as though you're exerting minimal effort. Once you've chosen your position, take a moment to scan through the body, starting at the top and working our way down to consciously release and relax any areas of tension. Maybe starting by closing the eyes or letting the gaze rest downward. Allowing the muscles of the face to relax and softening the jaw open, letting the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. Taking a moment to turn the head from side to side and then bring it back to stillness, releasing the neck. Soften the shoulders down. Allowing the shoulders to draw together on the back slightly to open through the chest. And we'll allow the arms to hang heavy at the sides. If you're laying on the ground, allowing maybe the backs of both arms to connect with the ground, or one arm to connect with the ground, the other with your leg if you're on your side. And if you're upright, have your hands resting on your thighs so that the arms feel supported. And continuing to work our way down. Noticing if you're feeling any tightness or tension through the low back, through the hips. Taking a moment to really note the support beneath the body in that area and allowing yourself to settle into it a little bit more deeply so that those muscles can relax and release a little. Finding heaviness through both legs. Releasing any tension from the muscles of the quads, the hamstrings, all the way down to the lower legs, softening the muscles along the front of the shin, softening the calves, allowing the feet to find a comfortable neutral position, and soften the muscles along the inner arch of the feet. From there, we'll take some awareness to our breathing. Not trying to change anything at first. Just noticing how the body feels as you inhale and as you exhale. Noticing maybe where you feel movement in the body as you breathe. And then if you do notice that your breath is a bit shallow or short, try drawing the next inhale a little bit more deeply into the body. Letting the air slowly, gradually fill you up. And then release in the opposite direction. As you inhale, imagining the air traveling all the way down the length of the spine, filling up the lungs and then the belly. And as you exhale, going reverse, air travels back up and out just as slowly. Continuing to work with the slow, steady breath that you've established throughout the practice. However, then that's comfortable for you and allows you to fill up completely and empty completely. We'll start to invite a little bit of movement back into fingers and toes. Maybe starting to circle wrists and ankles if that's available in the position you're in. Gently turning the head from side to side. And then we'll bring it all back to stillness. If you are laying on your back, taking a moment to draw your knees in towards your chest and roll over onto one side. And then let's bring everyone up to a seated position, taking your time, imagining each separate movement was a yoga pose of its own. And slowly coming up to your favorite seated position. You can choose to sit on the floor or on some kind of a prop. We'll sit up nice and tall, grounding down equally through both sitting bones. And let's drop the chin down towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. We'll slowly move the chin over towards one shoulder. We'll go back down through center and over to the other side. Taking your time, shifting side to side. And feeling free to pause in any one spot if you'd like a longer, deeper stretch. Let's bring it back to stillness at center, and we'll start to move through the shoulders, lifting shoulders up towards the ears and then squeezing them together, drawing them down the back. Taking your time here as well, really focusing on squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening through the chest. Noticing any sensation through the upper back and lower back. You can close your eyes if you want to, really focusing on those sensations. And we'll switch directions, going the opposite way. Still lifting up on the inhale, but then rolling the shoulders forward and spreading the shoulder blades nice and wide on the exhale. Focusing once again on that space between the shoulder blades and noticing maybe a difference in sensation. And let's bring it back to stillness. From here, let's inhale, lifting both hands up towards the ceiling. Drop the left arm down and reach the right arm across as we exhale. And then inhale up through center. Exhaling over to the other side. And with each inhale, focus on lifting up nice and tall. And with the exhale, reaching to one side or the other. On the side that's reaching, anchoring down through the hip and lengthening all along the side of the body. You can allow your gaze to follow your hands, maybe lifting up as they lift up and then moving down towards the hand on the floor. Or you can leave your gaze in a more neutral position, maybe looking down in front of you somewhere on the ground. And then from here, let's add a little bit of a twist. So what that'll look like is we'll inhale both hands up. As we exhale, let's drop the left hand to left knee, right hand beside us. Twist towards the right. As we inhale, we'll lift up. And then exhale, drop right hand to right knee, left hand beside us. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, twisting. Continuing at your own pace. Still focusing a lot on the lift as you inhale. And twisting gently here as you exhale. We'll come into more static versions of these poses in just a moment. Just getting a little bit warmed up first. Next time you're twisting to the right, let's pause there. So right hand on the floor, left hand on the left knee, or you can cross it over to the right knee. Inhale to lift up tall, and then exhale. Draw the right shoulder back. Look over that right shoulder to the wall behind you. Use each inhale to press down into the hands and lift up. And each exhale to open a little bit more deeply to the side. And let's release. We'll inhale, lifting up. And exhale, twist to the left. Drop the left hand onto left knee, right hand onto right knee, or maybe crossing it over to the left. And place the left hand down on the ground beside us. As we inhale, let's lift up tall. As we exhale, draw the left shoulder back. Maybe look over the left shoulder to the wall behind you. Breathing in to lengthen, breathing out to soften. And let's inhale, release. And we'll rest our hands down on our legs. From here, let's make our way into our tabletop position, moving any props out of the way. Come up onto our hands and our knees, stacking our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. You can have your toes tucked under, or they can be flat on the floor. And we'll start to warm up the spine. As we inhale, we'll drop the belly down, draw the shoulders back, and look ahead for cow pose. And as we exhale, let's round the spine, spread the shoulders, drop the head down to look back at the knees. Go back and forth between those two, using the inhale to lengthen the front of the body and exhale to lengthen the back. Really focusing on pressing the floor away as you exhale and pressing the chest forward as you inhale. And then really take note of any areas along the spine that are tight, any areas along the front of the body that are tight. Let's bring the body back to stillness at center. We'll take the knees a little bit wider than hip distance. As much as you can, keeping the arms straight and keeping the hips lifted. Let's start to walk the hands out in front of the body for extended puppy pose. Again, keeping the hips lifted, bringing the chest and forehead down towards the ground, and reaching the fingertips forward. If it's uncomfortable to have your arms straight, you can always bend a little bit at the elbows. As we inhale here, let's focus on lengthening tailbone away from the crown of the head. And as we exhale, focus on softening, releasing down towards the mat. Good, let's walk the hands back up towards the body. We'll bring the knees close together and then sit the hips back onto the heels, coming into a child's pose, taking the opposite direction with the spine. You can leave your arms extended forward, or you can reach your fingertips back towards your toes. Let your forehead connect with the mat and let your arms spread at your sides. Once again, lengthening the tailbone back, but this time down and back. And breathing into the back body, feeling the back of the rib cage expanding and softening. Releasing, coming forward once again to our tabletop. Let's plant the hands. We'll spread the fingers nice and wide, grip down through the fingertips. And then we'll step both feet back and lift the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Taking a moment here if you'd like to paddle out through your feet, bending knees, bending ankles. Finding equal weight between your hands and your feet, making sure you're still pressing down through all four fingers and the thumb on each hand. As we inhale, let's lengthen the tailbone up and back. As we exhale, let's settle down towards the ground. Maybe sinking those heels a little bit deeper, maybe really just noticing the connection between hands and feet and the ground. From here, let's start to bend the knees and tiptoe the feet forward, making our way up into our forward fold. Allowing the knees to bend, the head to hang heavy. You can allow your arms to rest at your sides, or you can take hold of opposite elbows. Take a moment here to, again, breathe into the back of the body. Maybe nod the head yes or shake the head no. And then if you are holding on to your opposite elbows, releasing your hands back down. Let's straighten out the legs. We'll straighten out the spine, coming parallel with the ground. Coming into our half back, looking straight down at the floor in front of you. And then we'll exhale, bending the knees, folding forward once again. As we inhale, let's bend the knees even deeper. Sweep the hands out to the sides and come all the way up to standing, letting the palms meet up overhead. And we'll exhale, drawing them down to heart center. From here, let's inhale, reaching up. We'll exhale, bending the knees and folding. We'll inhale for half back. Exhaling to fold, planting the hands, stepping back to downward facing dog. As we inhale here, let's bend the knees and look forward. As we exhale, let's make our way up into our forward fold. Right away, we'll inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. And inhale, come all the way up. Let's inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. We'll inhale for half back. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bending the knees and looking forward. Exhaling to the top of the mat. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms meet up overhead and then draw down to heart center. 2 more like that. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling for half back. Exhaling to fold, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Good, last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale for half back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. And inhale, coming all the way up. Palms meet up overhead and we'll exhale, hands down to heart center. We'll release here for a moment into mountain pose. Making sure the feet are about hip distance apart. A little wider, a little closer. Finding something that's comfortable for you. We'll root down through the ball of the foot and the heel. Allow ourselves to stand up nice and tall, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Loop the shoulders up, down the back. Let the arms extend out at the sides with energy so the fingers are spread nice and wide. As we inhale, let's lift up tall. As we exhale, let's root down through both feet. Okay, we're going to start to add a little bit more in now. As we inhale, let's reach up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Let's inhale for half back. We'll exhale to fold. This time step just the right foot back behind us. We'll lower that right knee down, untuck the right toes. Let's bring the right hand just inside of the left foot and we'll inhale, lifting the left hand open to the side. To extend that left hand straight up towards the ceiling. You can either look down towards the floor or up towards the left hand. As we inhale, let's reach the left hand up, opening. And then as we exhale, we'll bring that left hand back down. Take the right hand wide. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee up. And we'll step back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale, looking forward. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale for half back. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, reaching those hands up overhead. And exhaling, hands down to heart center. Let's do the other side, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Inhaling for half back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's step the left foot back behind us, lower the knee and tuck the toes. We'll take the left hand just inside the right foot. As we inhale, let's reach the right hand up nice and high, opening towards the right side. As we inhale, reaching the right fingertips up. As we exhale, dropping that right hand down, moving the left hand wide. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and step back to downward facing dog. Good, let's inhale, looking forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold. We'll inhale, coming all the way up. Palms meet up overhead, and we'll exhale them down to heart center. Let's inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhaling for half back. Exhaling to fold, we'll plant the hands, step the right foot back behind us. You can leave the right knee up or you can lower that right knee down. We'll come into the opening twist on the left side again. Right hand comes towards the inside of the left foot. Left hand lifts up high as we inhale. If your right knee is lifted, keep pressing back through the right heel. Inhale, lift up with the left fingertips. Exhale, drop the left hand down, move the right hand wide. We'll step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold. And we'll inhale, coming all the way up. Exhaling, hands down to heart center. Let's inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, we'll bend the knees and fold. Inhaling for half back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back behind us. Again, the knee can stay lifted or you can lower it down. Left hand comes inside right foot. We'll inhale the right hand high. Inhaling, lifting up with the right hand. And exhaling, dropping the right hand back down. We'll step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale to the top. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. We'll inhale, coming all the way upright. Exhaling, hands down to heart center. Good, we'll add in once more. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Here, we'll leave the left hand on the floor. We'll start to straighten out the right leg as we bend the left knee. Left knee is bent, left hand is down, right leg is straight, and we'll lift the right hand up, opening towards the right side. Again, here, working towards stacking the shoulders, reaching the right fingertips up. And then we'll start to bend through the right knee, releasing the right hand down. Placing it where the left hand was, continue to bend through the right knee, straighten out the left, and then reach the left hand up high. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, dropping down as you bend through the left knee. Let's plant the hands. We'll step the right foot back behind us. Bringing the right hand just inside left foot and inhaling that left hand up. We'll exhale the left hand back down and step back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale, looking ahead. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Other side, inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Here, let's start with the right hand in the center. We'll bend through the right knee, straighten out the left leg. Inhale that left hand up nice and high. Exhale, release that left hand down, bending through the left knee, straightening out the right. We'll inhale, lift the right hand up high. Let's exhale, releasing both hands down, knees are bent. We'll step back to downward facing. Step the left foot back. You can either leave the knee lifted or drop it down. We'll bring the left hand just inside the right foot and then reach that right hand up nice and high. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the right hand down, step back, downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale, looking forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. And then we'll inhale, coming all the way up. Palms meet up overhead. We'll exhale, drawing them down to heart center. Let's pause, releasing the arms down at the sides. Finding a tall, steady mountain pose. Making it an active mountain pose, finding those check-in points. And we'll start to move again, similar to the last sequence, just a little bit different. Let's inhale, reaching both hands up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Here, let's inhale, straighten out the right leg, lift the right hand up, twisting open to the right. Let's exhale, drop that right hand down, step the right foot back. Bringing the right hand just inside the left foot. We'll inhale, opening towards the left side, lifting that left hand up nice and high. We'll exhale, dropping the left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, looking forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhaling for half back. Let's exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms meet up overhead. Then we'll exhale, hands down to heart center. Other side, let's inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Here, right hand comes to the center, right knee bends, left leg straightens. Inhale, lift that left hand up. Let's exhale the left hand back down, step the left foot back. Left hand comes inside the right foot. We'll twist open to the right. Plant the hands down, step back to downward facing dog. Let's bend the knees looking forward. Inhale. Exhale to the top of the mat. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Let's inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, down to the mat, step the right foot back. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, hands down to the mat, step the left foot back. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling to forward fold. We'll inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands meet up overhead. We'll exhale those hands down to heart center. Let's inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Let's inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step up. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Other side now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Let's inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, step the left foot back. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhaling, looking forward. Exhaling to the top of the mat. We'll inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms meet up overhead. We'll exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, down to the mat, step the left foot back. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, down to the mat, step the right foot back. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, up to the top. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. And inhale, hands all the way up overhead. Drawing the hands down through heart center. And then releasing into mountain pose. Pausing once again for a moment, rooting down through both feet. Lengthening up through the crown of the head. Taking a moment to scan through the body. Notice how you feel here. If the breath is moving a little bit faster, slowing it back down. Feeling the heart rate calm. When you're ready from here, let's inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, we'll bend the knees and fold. Let's inhale for half back. Exhale to fold, we'll plant the hands, step back with the right foot. From here, we'll inhale, both hands up overhead. Reaching the hands up, pressing back through the right heel. Take those hands together in front of the heart. We'll take a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, let's twist towards the left. Maybe bringing the right elbow just outside of the left knee. Try to keep the spine long and straight so your neck and your head are in line with the rest of your spine. Press back through the right heel. You can drop that right knee down if it's more comfortable for you. We'll inhale, lengthening here, and exhale, twist. And then we'll inhale, reach those hands up, untwist. So exhale, drop the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. We'll inhale, looking forward. Exhale to the top of the mat. We'll inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Exhaling, hands down to heart center. Let's do the other side. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Inhale for half back. Exhale to full, plant the hands, step the left foot back. Inhale, reaching both hands up overhead. Softening the shoulders down, reaching fingertips high. And then we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart. Let's inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist to the right. Maybe, excuse me. Maybe hooking your left elbow over your right knee. Again, here we want to focus on lengthening the spine, allowing the head and neck to be in alignment with the rest of the body. Bringing the hands in towards the chest, twisting towards the right. And then we'll inhale, releasing, reaching both arms up overhead. And then exhaling those hands down to heart center. We'll step back to downward facing dog. Let's inhale, bend the knees and look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. We'll inhale for half back. Exhaling to fold. And then inhaling, reaching both hands up overhead. We'll exhale, drawing those hands down to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Let's inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. We'll step the right foot back behind us this time. Let's turn the toes open to the side of the mat and plant the foot down so the outer edge of the foot is parallel with the back of the mat. Let's windmill the arms up, coming into warrior two. We'll have our shoulders stacking over our hips, fingers spread out nice and wide. We'll then lunge into the left knee and press into the outer edge of the right foot. Taking a nice slow, steady breath in, lengthen up, and then slow, steady breath out, root down. From here, let's start to straighten out the left leg. We'll shift the hips back, shift the left hand forward, and then drop that left hand down, resting it somewhere on the left leg or on the ground. We'll reach the right fingertips straight up towards the ceiling, twisting open towards the right, working towards stacking the shoulders. You can either look up towards your right fingertips or down towards the left. And then to release, we'll bend through the left knee and come all the way back up into our warrior two. From here, let's take our back foot in at least a foot, and we'll turn those toes slightly forward. So they're now pointing towards the top right corner of the mat, almost as though we were going to set up for a warrior one pose. Instead, though, we're going to straighten out through the left leg. We're going to take the arms out to the front and back once again. We're going to kick the right hip back. We're going to lift the left hand up high and then drop the right hand down towards that left leg, coming into a revolved triangle. Reaching the left hand nice and high. Again, resting your right hand wherever it's comfortable, on your leg or on the ground. As we inhale, we'll lengthen up, working towards stacking the shoulders. And then we'll exhale, release, bringing that left hand and right hand down to the ground. We'll step forward to our forward fold. Let's inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reaching those hands up overhead. Exhaling down to heart center. To the other side. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Inhale for half back. Exhaling to fold. We'll plant the hands, step the left foot back behind us this time, pretty far. Turning the toes open to the side, planting the outer edge of the foot down on the ground. Bend the right knee over the right ankle, and then we'll windmill the arms up, coming into our warrior two. Drawing the right knee open, reaching the fingers nice and wide. Breathing in to lengthen up, and breathing out to root down. From here, we'll start to straighten out through the right leg, keeping a little bit of a bend in the knee. We'll shift the left hip back, shift the right hand forward, and then drop that right hand down, lift the left hand high. Again, resting your right hand wherever it's comfortable on your right leg. Breathe in and lift up with the left hand. Breathe out and ground down. And then we'll inhale, coming all the way back up to our warrior two. Let's take the left foot and step it in, out, and turn it on an angle. So again, at least a foot. You want those toes pointing towards the top left corner of the mat. Again, we'll straighten out through the right leg. Let's extend the arms out front and back. We'll kick the left hip back, reach the right arm up, and then drop the left hand down towards your right leg. Coming into revolve triangle on the other side. Focusing on lifting up just as much as reaching down. Really twisting here, either looking up towards your right fingertips or down towards the ground. And then we'll release, bending through the right knee, bringing both hands down towards the ground and stepping into our forward fold. Inhale for half back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms meet up overhead. And we'll exhale those hands down to heart center. Pausing here for a moment, finding your slow, steady breath. Looking around the room for something in front of you that makes a good focal point. We'll have two choices for the balancing pose. We're going to do half moon or a revolved half moon. So it's up to you if you want to do another twist or not. We've been doing a lot of twisting today. That might have been the theme. I'll give both options as we move into it. You can choose for yourself. So to start off with, let's move back towards the middle of our mat. So we have a little bit of room to step forward, a little bit of room to step back. Let's start by bringing our hands onto our hips. And we'll find a similar setup to what we just had for our revolved triangles. We'll step the right foot back, not very far, maybe about 2 or 3 feet. We'll have the toes pointing towards the top right corner of the mat. And then we'll have a little bit of a bend in the left knee. Start to get heavier and heavier through the left foot, finding your focal point, gazing at it and breathing steady. Gradually getting lighter and lighter on those right toes as you start to lean forward. So here's where the options come in. If you want to come into a half moon, drop the left hand down, reach the right hand high. If you want to come into a revolved half moon, drop the right hand down, lift the left hand high. The revolved one is a lot more challenging, especially if you have tight hamstrings or tightness through the torso. So making whatever choice you prefer. The leg that's extended, lengthen it back, press back through the heel. Your focal point is probably shifted down towards the ground now, or out towards one side if you're in a twist. So take a moment, gaze at that focal point. Breathe, slow and steady. And then we'll release both hands down. We'll step the right foot down, and we'll make our way all the way back up, reaching those hands up overhead. And exhaling, hands down to heart center. Once again, start with our hands on our hips. This time we'll step the left foot back behind us. Again, just a little bit, doesn't have to be very far. With a little bit of a bend in the right knee. And we'll start to transfer our right weight forward into our right foot, getting lighter and lighter on those left toes. Finding something to look at out in front of you that's not moving. Start to hover those left toes up off the floor, maybe flexing at the ankle, lifting the left leg as you lower your upper body, and then you have a choice. Either dropping the right hand down for half moon, opening towards the left side, or dropping the right hand down, lifting the left for a revolved half moon. Choosing whichever option you prefer. Breathing into it, pressing back through the left leg. And then we'll slowly release everything back down, coming into a forward fold. We'll inhale, making your way all the way up, palms meet up overhead. And exhale down to heart center. Okay, let's come back to the top of the mat. We'll inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, bending the knees and folding. Inhale for half back. Exhale to full plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. Pause for a moment in our last dog of the class, drawing the heels down towards the ground, pressing the floor away, lifting hips up and back. And then from here, we'll lower the knees down onto the floor. And we'll make our way into a seated position. Making sure that you have enough room behind you to lay back. We'll extend the feet out in front of us. Flex at the ankles so the toes are drawing back towards the shin. We'll sit up nice and tall. Press the hands down into the ground or into your thighs for Dandasana pose. Let the shoulders be soft. Let the chest be open. Collarbone is broad. Let's take the arms out in front of us. Take a nice deep breath in and then slowly on the exhale, roll all the way down onto the ground, taking it just a little bit at a time. And once you're all the way down, hug the right knee in towards the chest. Wrapping hands around that right shin or hamstrings. We'll flex at the right ankle. As you inhale, focus on lengthening the left leg forward, pressing out through that left heel. And as you exhale, draw the right knee in. Take one final twist on either side, taking the right arm out towards the right side of the room. We'll stack the left hand on the left knee. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, let's guide that right knee across the body. Maybe shifting your shoulders slightly over towards the left to line your spine up. You might choose to look over towards your right fingertips. As we breathe in, let's fill up with air. And we'll breathe out, finding softness. 2 more breaths. And then we'll bring that right knee all the way back to center. Extend the right leg out onto the floor and draw the left knee in towards the body. Lining the shoulders back up along the middle of the mat if you did shift them over. And then again here with the inhale, focus on lengthening the right leg out. And with the exhale, drawing the left knee in. And let's take the right hand onto the left knee. Take the left arm out to the left side, stacking the left knee over the left hip. We'll inhale at center and then exhale, guide that left knee across. Maybe shifting your shoulders slightly to the right. Perhaps choosing to look over towards your left fingertips. Breathing slowly in and slowly out. And take 2 more deep breaths. And then when you're ready, bring the body all the way back to center. Extend the left leg out beside the right. Let's take the feet a little bit wider and allow the big toes to lean outwards. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and press them into the mat. And extend the arms out alongside the body, tucking the chin in towards the chest. If for any reason you're not comfortable in Shavasana, you're welcome to choose another shape. We'll finish off the class much as we started, taking a moment to ground, taking a moment to absorb the practice. Noticing each and every point of support beneath your body. And allowing yourself to gradually sink into those supports. Relaxing your jaw, allowing your eyelids to soften. Allowing yourself to gradually settle down more and more deeply. If you have been working on controlling your breath throughout the class, even letting that go, allowing your breathing to find a comfortable, natural rhythm for you. Allowing yourself a few moments here just to be, letting your breath be slow and uncontrolled. Allow it to flow at its own pace. And start to bring our awareness back into the body. Maybe allowing the next breath in to be just slightly deeper than the last. And we'll start to invite some small movements into the body by gently wiggling fingers and wiggling toes. Perhaps circling wrists and circling ankles. Maybe turning your head from side to side. And we'll bring everything back to stillness. If you are laying on your back, taking a moment to draw your knees into your chest and roll over onto one side of the body or the other. We'll pause there. Allow yourself to adjust to the new position. And then very slowly make your way up to your favorite seated pose. Let's ground down equally through both sitting bones. So we can sit up nice and tall. Perhaps close your eyes for just another moment and set an intention for your day. It could be something really simple, or seemingly simple, like staying focused on your breath, or pausing before you react. And then when you're ready, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you for joining me for this practice. From my light to yours, namaste.